Hot wallet is a wallet. It's a product where people have money on different chains. Hot protocol and chain signature is a stack which remove any border between blockchains and application for final users, and this make any application blockchain agnostic. This open absolutely new era of user experience where any project can distribute the product to any people if they use any chain abstracted wallet like hot wallet, and I see this narrative growing up significantly.
Welcome to the Edge Podcast. I'm DeFi Dad here with Nomadic from 4RC. Today's show spotlights HOT Protocol, the team behind a crypto wallet built on Near's chain abstraction stack for trading directly from your Telegram account. In this episode, we learned how HOT Wallet grew to 20 million unique wallets and why the next generation of crypto users may no longer have to worry about which blockchain they're using. But before we do, just a quick word from our sponsors who make the Edge Podcast possible. Introducing REDSTONE, the fastest growing oracle for DeFi. REDSTONE is the leading oracle for liquid staking and restaking assets, supporting over 60 chains with both the push and pull models. REDSTONE protects more than $3 billion of total value locked and is trusted by more than 100 clients, including the biggest protocols in DeFi, such as Pendle, Venus, EtherFi, and Athena. The unique modular design of REDSTONE makes their price feeds available cross-chain, including EVM, non-EVM, roll-up networks, and all types of app chains. REDSTONE aims to bring the industry forward by supporting upcoming Bitcoin staking tokens and continues to be the #1 oracle provider for liquid staking and restaking tokens. Soon the team will unveil the highly anticipated REDSTONE token to decentralize the protocol. Learn why Nomadic and I rely on REDSTONE for our favorite DeFi apps at redstone.finance and join the REDSTONE expedition today. Say hello to Puffer Unify. Puffer Finance is expanding beyond native liquid restaking with new products such as Unify-based rollup and Unify pre-confirmations AVS. Unify is not just another L2. Unify is a based rollup, one that will solve L2 issues, such as slow withdrawals versus instant withdrawals with Puffer Unify. Puffer Unify is fast, capable of sub-second transactions. Unify also has boosted Puffer points, which means if you bridge assets, you earn boosted Puffer points and rewards from dApps on Unify. Puffer's core products mean a bright future for Ethereum. Puffer Unify will launch in November 2024. Learn more at puffer.fi. All right, let's introduce Peter Volnov, the co-founder of HOT Labs. Peter, welcome to the Edge Podcast. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy to meet you.
So part of the reason we're here today is we have been noticing an uptick in activity on Near. One of the applications driving that is HOT Protocol. But HOT Protocol is also at the center of chain abstraction. And so HOT Protocol being the maker of this MPC wallet that allows you to really access any blockchain is interesting to us. This feels like what the future of the crypto UX should be. The idea that we're able to flip through networks and have to manage multiple types of wallets. It's very painful. It's always been a challenge for new users. And so we're hoping to learn more from Peter about, how they are looking to onboard that next generation of users. Why don't we talk just a little bit more about the origins then of HOT Protocol? Peter, do you mind telling us a little bit about how you got started on crypto in general, but more importantly, we can get right into HOT Protocol and what drew you to start building in the Near ecosystem?
Yeah, sure. So we actually started making before HOT, it's called Hero Wallet, and we started to build this more than 2 years ago as a wallet for Near Protocol. So before this January, we was primarily building the wallet for Near Protocol. And this January, we launched an experimental product. It was a hot wallet. This is a wallet in Telegram in apps, which had to support growing narrative for building application in Telegram. And Telegram, it's a social platform like WeChat. They have their own mini apps. They have a growing niche of DeFi inside and some crypto applications. In this January, most of them utilize Stone as a main blockchain to work with, and we had to offer like something new, like near, and soon way more chains for these people. This became kind of success. It's have crazy growth for the first weeks, and it's keep growing for now. So we recently passed like 10 million people who monthly open the application. Of course, if we can talk about metrics more in the future, but in general, it's keep growing. So that's how we figure out the point when actually a lot of people got onboarded to Near, and moreover, we had to add more and more chains because people wanted to use this product to trade these coins. People wanted to, or some projects when they came to us and promote the application on Solana inside Telegram, and we faced a huge problem. People keep money on Near, and it's extremely painful for them to work with all these projects. We onboarded people not from like DeFi community, but from Telegram people who kind of tried to use Kuppel application side. They was far away from bridges and like all stack we usually work with. So we faced with a huge problem. We have to make this experience work for people, or we cannot build this main wallet for Telegram. And this was a really good time. The Near just released the white paper about chain signature. We figured out, wow, that's really, really cool. So what we did, we get like some of the core, the cryptic heart of the chain signature. We rewrite the validation level, and we a little rewrite the tokenomics and like some economic side of the protocol, and we launch HOT protocol, which is actually solving similar problem, but primary focus on like our use cases for our users, and like which all work not only with Near, which work with a lot of chains. It's way cheaper to support new chain and HOT protocols that you do need supported with Near chain signature. With Near chain signature, you have to launch a light client. It's extremely painful. HOT protocol was designed to be easy supporting new chains. And that's here we are now. This protocol is live in beta.net for the last 4 months, and it's helped us make the amount of transfer money way easier. When we just started, only 5% of users who had balance on Near have ever interacted with any coin or application as a blockchain. And now, thanks to chain abstraction, it's more than 60% of people who would deposit any balance on one chain interacted with applications on 2 and more chains, which is like extremely, extremely significant growth thanks to what we did with chain abstraction.
Peter, there's a ton of stuff I want to dive into there, all like the technical elements.
I'm sorry if I was too long.
No, that was great. Like a ton of stuff we can kind of unpack, but I almost want to start kind of like take it back a bit, because again, what really drew DeFi Dad and myself to this is we saw all these daily active users and like traction and transaction numbers happening via HOT protocol on Near. And we were kind of like, okay, what is going on there? And I want to also call out Dan Smith from Blockworks has wrote a recent thread that I think is really good. We'll maybe post it in the show notes. Maybe we can kind of flash it up on the screen here. But he's kind of like calling out the value of some of these metrics and whether or not they actually tell a good story. I fall somewhere in between. I think his stance is they don't really tell a story, but I think you can't just throw them out completely. It's much like TVL. I think there's something there. So maybe like it kind of like my eyeballs kind of exploded when I kind of saw what was going on. So maybe can you break down like what is actually happening? Like where are these users coming from? Are these users crypto natives? Like are you bringing on new users? Is this part of like that TON ecosystem phenomenon?
Yeah, really good question. So the most of this users from beginning was people who got onboarded with like Notcoin or kind of this TON projects in crypto. Most of them had only TON wallet. At the time we onboarded them to multi-chain. And this was deeply integrated to Telegram community. So it's kind of really special group of people. Most of them are retail users. They have a lot of activity in like GameFi. They want to explore, but they don't have a huge balance to commit, at least for today. And here we were started. So it was like thousands of users with a pretty small balance, like $110, who wanted to start to explore, buy first pretty cheap NFT, make a first swaps, just, to see what's going on, how my money feels. And this is like, some of them, if people finally deposit like more and more money, but it's still mainly their wallet for millions of users with small balance than like for the like special DeFi for these like really, really rich people. And so if we talk about users now, we have like over more than 20 million wallets created. Then like we have 10 million people who open apps at least once per month. I'm sorry. We have about like a little more than 1 million people who have balance more than $1, like total in different chains. And that's more people. If we go deeper, we have about like 300,000-400,000 people who did like swaps. So it's like more and more like powerful people. And if we look at like some specific metric, like we had some meme coin which called U-Coin, it was not distributed to people. People bought it from market, and there is more than 350,000 users who call this meme coins, but the average balance is like a couple dollars. So it's a pretty huge community of people who try to understand crypto more, who try to play. And every time something happen in Telegram as well, like dogs airdrop, we immediately have like 100,000 more users with balance. These people kind of like started their way to be abundant in crypto. And but it's still like mainly it's like hundreds of thousands of people with a small balance who on their beginning of their way to explore. That's how the users on HOT looks now. And also many of them can have money on Binance or like other exchanges, but Telegram mini app, people don't happy to keep a lot of money there. So it's mostly a really convenient tool to connect. And then more and more projects will launch in Telegram. I believe these people will keep more and more money to this wallet. And also we will launch Chrome extension soon, which is going to help people to feel safer exploring their crypto. But there's definitely a really, really good like start base of users who can potentially create a huge turnover when we will have more to offer to them.
Yeah, I feel like the trajectory of TON kind of blowing up, and I guess you guys realizing that and being a part of that success was perfect timing. I want to kind of like just walk through a bit of like the user journey here quickly too, because I've got a HOT wallet. I got into the app, and honestly, it looks like one of the most gamified wallet app experiences maybe I've ever seen as far as wallets go, for sure. But I also want us to connect the dots on just like how HOT Wallet is connected to HOT Protocol, how bridging works, and then how somehow you're in TON, but then you're also connecting to every other blockchain, it seems. It's a lot of like puzzle pieces to put together. So I know that's a tricky one, but nobody better than you, Peter, to give it a shot here.
Yeah. So it's a really good question. So HOT Protocol, it's where we started. It was our HOT Wallet is where we started. It's the main application facing the users. And these users came up with a lot of problems. Most of them was locked on one blockchain. They was not able to explore application different chains. They was not motivated enough to go to research how to actually move money across the chains. And especially when we're talking about bridging money between so special blockchain like near to Solana or Ton to Solana. It's not the case when you can use layer 0, super lower fee. It's very special blockchains which people want to explore, and a lot of activity happen on these chains. So we had to fix it. And this is where HOT Protocol came up, which is like, I told again, this is a cryptography from chain signature and validation level, which we did by our team. And like this is like our network of validators who provides the security for this HOT Protocol. So the HOT Protocol is a tools which we use to make users able to iterate with any chain, having only one wallet, and with lowest entry threshold we can provide for them. If you were thinking about the hot bridge and stuff like this, all this kind of one product utilized the whole concept of users have one wallet. They have like their smart contract who can control assets on any chains. And Hot Bridge is just a way how you can super easy to move money to some chain to start iterate with their application, but on the background, it's just one of utilizing tools for the Hot protocol. So I will say it again. Hot wallet is a wallet. It's a product where people have money on different chains. Hot protocol is a network of validators who do all their best to help this group of people iterate with different crypto projects seamless. They help people to move assets. They help people to keep money secure on their wallets. They help to some tokens make super seamless airdrop to these users. So they do like really strong technical background for these people to work with blockchains with no pain.
Peter, one thing about like building in the wallet sector is it's always looked competitive. You know, there's incumbents on like an Ethereum like MetaMask that, you know, despite the fact that I think there's been lots of criticisms of them in the past, and there's been lots of improvements by like new folks like coming into the space. They're just so sticky because they have folks already using the wallet. I'm curious, like, where do you see most of your new users coming from? Like, I guess, like, where's the opportunity there? Like, there is a group of folks who might already have, let's say, like a MetaMask, or I'm thinking of, I guess, even like a Phantom nowadays. And when I think about what you're offering in like a Telegram, I mean, it feels like it's ripe for like true net new users in the space. Someone who is like, oh, cool, I can like use this through Telegram.
Yeah, the truth is that the most of retail investors, they do not use any wallets. They don't need it. They never go to DeFi. They never trade like any super specific tokens. They never got part of this culture. And they have Binance, they keep money there, and they're happy to have this. It's there. When we talk about MetaMask, it's really a special group of people, which is extremely difficult to compete. These people don't need any features. They are happy with paying they have by using MetaMask, and these people have been using this for a while, and it's really difficult to compete. But if we will look at the most retail people, now we see Telegram make them really touch DeFi. Telegram says this is your super nice application, your friends share it with you, and you can create your cat, and you can buy NFT to upgrade it. And it was like, oh wow, I have my money on Binance, and now I need an NFT on application. How can I do this? The people go like the easiest way. Okay, there's a hot wallet. If you use Stone, there's a Telegram wallet. If you use Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Near, there's a hot wallet. Just send money here and explore it. And exactly the same with DeFi. Like some meme coin, they do active promotion in Telegram. And like people want to say, okay, I can buy it. I cannot buy it on Binance. I need a wallet. The easiest way for these people is to create wallet inside Telegram. This is how they got catched by this DeFi product. And now we see like meme pods, which launch fully in Telegram, like Graphon by DWF, which seeing their main mobile interface in Telegram because it's extremely viral. People have like tons of fun, and influencers sharing their meme coins, their success with people around. And that's what I believe many DeFi projects will try to utilize soon. And these people will have their first DeFi wallet. They never try any like DeFi before. They always want on centralized exchanges, trading activities. And now they come to Telegram because there's a lot of fun. It's easy to start. And here we are. So Hot Wallet targets these new users who just starting to explore DeFi and need wallet, which is extremely easy to use, which they on Binance, you don't care about chain, you know, you have your Near and you don't care where is it, or you use DC. And we need to do about the same experience, but non-custodial, connected to all the apps with kind of bridges on background and all stuff like this. So for now, it's mostly from Telegram for sure, but we build like we're really close to the community. If something will start growing in some other ways, how we can we see many new users coming to, I don't know, like Facebook, I don't know, or like they will go to some special platform, or like something really nice what we can offer to people. We will also try to explore there. But for now, I think that Telegram give probably the biggest boost for retail users in DeFi for the last like years.
Totally agreed. Peter, I was looking at a Flipside dashboard, and it looks like there's 19.56 million total wallets that have been created. I guess, do you have any sense of like how many of those are truly unique? Like, do you have users that would be creating multiple wallets? Like, I would say like on an Ethereum, it's, I think it's clear as day that, there's just so many users who, have so many wallets. I guess more importantly though, like, what do you see users doing on chain? Like what is the most common sorts of like activities? Is it trading meme coins? Is there like a group within there that is using Ton DeFi? Like, what are the top applications that you see hot wallets using?
Yeah, sure. So about the wallets, so we have our own domain zone on the blockchain.tg, and people only can claim their username if they have exactly the same username on Telegram. So it's kind of making it a little more difficult to create fakes than it is on Ethereum, because you have to buy a Telegram account, which link to your phone number. Of course, it's possible. Like, I see some bot firms do this, but it's kind of more expensive. So to do this, of course, many of these people backed by scripts, and like 10 million DeFi users is not something possible for today. I would say we would be happy to see if we have like 500 pretty active users, 500,000 to actually explore some meme coins, to do some swaps, which we see would be like target like active users of hot wallet. About their main activity, so in Telegram, the main activity is GameFi, or like play to earn. This is of course what all applications really grow really fast, and also we see people connect their hot wallet to. This is application where people can upgrade their like the cat, or like people when they like they can click some points and like kind of like go through some missions. This is a most use case, but we also see more and more like real DeFi project coming. So we recently integrated Sunpump on Tron, and it's got pretty actively. More than 50,000 users play in buy and trade some Sunpump tokens through hot wallet, and we got retweeted. We got mentioned by Justin Sun. It was like pretty fun, and I believe this now is happening with the BNB chain, with Graphon, which is launched fully inside hot wallet on mobile. Now we're in deep negotiation with Yebi. This is pure exchange, which will also launch in Telegram through hot wallet. And we see more and more like big cases coming. We also saw during the meme season on Solana this year, Token Time, for example, it's from the same team was Token Water. They did like token distribution for part of the community inside Telegram. That was really nice to see. And all that happened inside hot wallet. So I think for now, for sure, most of people still, they need these wallets to send transaction to claim some free coins. That's what's the culture now. But at the same time, attention is so big, and like so many people want, okay, what's next? What can I do else? How can I get more points than other? And here is the point where projects say, okay, buy an NFT, look at our meme coins. This is how you can earn more points than other people. And this is the point where people came to hot wallet, to DeFi, and they started to be onboarded. So I believe if we will have like crypto market feels better in the next couple of months, a lot of these people who got like already set up their wallet, they know how to swap, all this influencers who kind of touch the technology. This is really strong background for the like actual bull market at Telegram. We will see like huge swaps activities and stuff like this in Telegram.
Peter, it actually seems like you're exposing a lot of crypto rails and GameFi activity to a totally new cohort of users. And, it's reminiscent of a lot of the the early crypto gaming stuff that we've already seen maybe, but maybe this cohort hasn't seen it. So they're kind of enamored with some of these like clicker games and some of these more like simple game loop, play to earn strategies. And I think it's like pretty interesting. Like Telegram has massive distribution, and there's probably a whole wave of people that never really saw what happened in our little niche of play to earn gaming that, you know, had a meteoric rise. I want to just quickly touch on to a bit of this wallet, like kind of like the UI UX, because again, as I mentioned before, I've played around with it. I started up my own, and there's this concept of mining that's happening. There's villages. As I alluded to earlier, it's extremely gamified, and I can see how it's like a game in and of itself. It's almost like a mobile game, you know, like collecting points and all this. Can you kind of just like give us the high level walkthrough of like how that interface works and maybe like kind of the stickiness of it too?
Yeah, so if you will open the wallet on the homepage, first of all, it's still primary is a wallet. So you have your swap button, you have your bridge button, you have your balance tokens. But there's a lot of integrated features which do like it's more fun for users to explore and for communities to work with Hot Wallet. So the hot mining, it's actually fully on-chain mining, how people can get heard by like getting like some passive mining, but they can get way more by making first deposit, first bridge, first swap. This is a pretty strong tool to onboard people and teach them. This is pretty fun. Like we have like millions of users who actually mining hot on chain, and like they potentially can be like in the future to transfer these coins, and they learn a lot by going through this process. We have villages, which helps the people utilize their community a lot. You can create your village, you can invite people join you, and you will see their balance. You can send them notifications. You can also receive 5% of what they're mining. And for many communities and Telegrams, they see, wow, Hot doing so much. The Hot protocol, Hot bridges, the stuff is growing significantly. We want to support these people to receive small part of this Hot, which is mining, which potentially can be utilized by these people. So the villages is part of it, and also referral program for inviting people. And also there was some points for connecting apps in Telegram. So there's a lot of gamification process, which we do for influencers, for communities, for people to motivate them, share Hot, and like play deeply with Hot Wallet. So this is a big part of our growth, especially from beginning. Before all this like collaborations, it was mainly provided by like really nice UI, fun experience. People was like, oh, I want to try this. We was started like making wallet on Near when there was like under 1,000 people who know about Near and Telegram, I guess. So it was not the pain we had to solve. It was like a fun experience and like interesting story which we had to tell users for them to come and try this.
Peter, maybe that's a good opportunity. Just like remind us what ecosystems Hot Protocol, Hot Wallet supports today.
Oh, it's Near, it's Dawn, it's Solana, it's Tron, it's BNB, it's Base. And it's recently we added OPBNB.
Before we get back to the show, we wanted to share a quick update from our sponsor at Mantle. Metamorphosis Season 2 is live, so now's your chance to restake your METH for CMETH and unlock new rewards on both Mantle and Ethereum networks. With CMETH, you can earn yields from staking and restaking protocols, plus powder for Cook rewards, all while staying flexible across your favorite DeFi integrations. You can start your restaking journey today at meth.mantle.xyz/restake. And special thanks to the Mantle community for supporting us here at the Edge podcast and the Edge newsletter.
What economic value is like Near deriving from Hot Protocol via your usage of chain signatures? Like, is there anything that they actually get based on that relationship, or have you like kind of like forked chain signatures in a way and built your own protocol and like there's no economic value transferring back to Near?
That's really good questions. That's important to tell you a little more how the chain signature protocol work. So there's like chain signature nodes. They do not store any data. they only kind of provide you API to sign something. And if you want to store it, you're still doing it on near blockchain. So if people use bridges, it's actually a smart contract on a near blockchain, which control funds on other blockchains. If people wanted to create their MPC wallets with 2FA, this record of 2FA will be stored on a smart contract on near blockchain. If people want to pay for the transactions they're going to sign in the future, they will have to build HOT on near blockchain. So the HOT protocol still, it's a nodes, but to utilize it, you have to explore a lot of smart contracts on near blockchain. This is where Wallet comes from. So if you will look at new chain abstraction stacks, they also do not do exactly on-chain signing, but you have to iterate with smart contract to actually utilize its API. And that's what's happening on HOT protocol as well. So HOT protocol is responsible, I think, about 15% of transaction now near is people utilizing HOT protocol. So they're making signing, they send HOT to some people, they explore bridges and making many transactions to do this actually. So that's kind of a great use case of Nearest being a platform for people to build cross-chain. People can bridge money from Base to Solana with no clue Near even exists, but that actually will bring 4 transactions on Near blockchain for people to deposit money as temporary smart contract, pay HOT for signing, set up the withdrawal, and then generate proof of withdrawal throughout the chain. And all this works on Near and that's actually why I so love chain abstraction. It's extremely cool technology, and this is where we utilize a lot of storage actually. We have a smart contract which has more than 1 gigabyte state, and I don't think it's possible to build something similar on any blockchain with no sharding, or especially as good design of sharding as we have on Near. So if we want to make chain of signature for 20 million people, we need a lot of cheap space and a lot of capacity for the blockchain, which we do not see on any other blockchain for today.
Peter, because of the nature of chain abstraction, the fact that, if you're successful, you have users that are accessing really any blockchain, any L2 network that they want. The one thing that I was thinking about from a growth perspective for HOT protocol is, I guess, where do you see your home base? I want to say it's Near because I guess I guess that's where you guys started, and I feel like that's where I've seen the most connection maybe publicly. It looks like Near, calls out HOT protocol as one of its homegrown, best protocols, so something to that effect. And the reason I ask this is because I think it's really important, right, to the growth of any protocol. You need a community of like-minded people. You need a community in many cases that have an aligned incentive. Normally it's through having a token. So I guess what can you tell us about that? Where do you see your home base? Do you have multiple home bases with a ton and a Near? And also one thing we should talk about is, is there a HOT token? Will there be a HOT token?
Yeah. So for the protocol as a technical stack, the Near is a home as a blockchain, and we're seeking to maybe use a private shards to have better capacity in some future, but we don't see any other opportunities to operate so much transactions, which we process now, and so secure that we do it on Near. About the HOT wallet, we do not block users to explore products they want to. So if we see, some pump is happening on Tron, people are crazy about it, people want to create Tron wallets, they are free to do this. We are open the door. We're making this process as easy as possible. And of course, community of traders, they're going to the chains where more projects going up, more coins exist, where is more activity. And I cannot say that the nearest primary blockchain for our users today, because not that much happening on Near blockchain. To be honest, if we will think about retail-focused applications, So Near now is more like a technology level for other like platforms like HOT. So in this case, for community, we are fully multi-chain. But if people will think about like the HOT utility, it's happening on the Near blockchain. And especially the HOT protocol operations and like the here people actually like by easy exploring all these multi-chain applications, people actually on background do a lot of transaction on Near. That's what's happening with HOT protocol. So that's and about HOT token, you mentioned it. So now people can kind of earn some locked tokens, which are not transferable, but people can like it's actually on-chain tokens on a smart contract. We want to build the economic around all this like chain signature. So people need some HOT to use all chain seamless to, and HOT will be the main way how people can cover the like the gas fees on any chains, the bridge fees, all that stuff. So people will be like seamlessly using it to explore, at least for like if we're talking about retail users, like which produce a lot of transaction with small amounts. We would be happy to see HOT as a main gas currency, which you use to do every step in your wallet. And this is our North Star is where we're going. It will also depends of like the negotiation with Stone, like a lot of politics going around. But this is what we would be happy to came in soon.
Peter, before we start to close out, maybe you can summarize for us, like, what do you think will change within the crypto UX, the DeFi user experience today versus like where we're headed? I think that, you clearly represent some of those improvements. It's really interesting to me just that like you have all these users on Ton, for example, many of which I'm assuming have never touched any other crypto wallet. Like, I think what you talked about earlier, there's like a friction point there of if you have a Telegram user account, that has to be connected to a phone number. And so I do buy into the idea that it's probably really difficult to create duplicate wallet accounts. Whereas if you're on like a Solana or Ethereum or BNB chain, a lot of those wallets, it's not that it's being used nefariously to, when you're creating multiple wallets, it's just easy, in most cases you can just create as many wallets as you want. So it's kind of a great way to prove that there's probably more unique wallets within that 19.5 million, 20 million wallets. Also, I read that there was I think like 10 million wallets that you surpassed on just on the Ton blockchain. So congrats on that as well. So anyways, yeah, like what do you think is coming near term? Like what does that UX look like for everyone else that you already have seen in terms of the future of what you're building?
Well, I really, really believe that like big DeFi projects will launch their like super simple view application in Telegram. They will let only connect HOT because it's extremely painful to connect a MetaMask mobile application to mini app inside Telegram. You have to go to settings, copy your connection key, and it's extremely painful. So, and I believe these people will also try to distribute it significantly through existing influencers and communities. And I think that project will figure out that they have a huge retail people in Telegram, and it's not you have to build super strong technology, put on your website and wait, sitting here and wait for people to come to you. You have to be, it's any DeFi project, more active. You have to put power to make your project accessible for those people. You have to invest in a good UI and invest in building like Telegram mini apps, for example, and investing in distribution through like all those channels and all this like kind of Web2 channels, because Telegram has so easy to convert Web2 people to Web3 people, which is like almost impossible among the traditional internet. So I really believe projects will invest more in making retail users oriented product and make it easier, funnier, and like put more effort to promote it through traditional way of marketing. We have to leave behind the situation when we have like 5 billion blockchain with 40,000 USDC accounts, and we definitely need to endure phase where like it doesn't matter which technology you use, your interface is easy for people to use, and all the people has a hot wallet to which make abstract what chain do you use, and that's what can actually bring the new way. Especially if we're talking about play to earn or meme coins or like this fully retail users oriented product, they must follow this narrative if they wanna be success in the next crypto summer.
Peter, is somebody building in the TON ecosystem and then that ecosystem kind of representing a massive amount of hot protocol success? Were you like nervous when Pavel Durov was apprehended by France? Was that like an oh crap moment for you guys at all? Just like, you know, having so much of your business being invested on TON and then seeing that play out, like just curious, like how you were viewing that situation.
Well, TON has a big problem as a blockchain with capacity and like with fees and like a lot of others. They have great marketing team, but their technologies, they have something to improve. So I think TON can create really good narrative for people. Crypto in Telegram is good. And when people want to touch it and pay $2 fee, we can easily say, hi guys, use chain abstraction to make this process nicer. So I believe that TON play a really important role to like the onboarding, to creating this like fundamental big like not coin, huge project for people to receive some like money to try the first stuff. But still I personally think that future is for multi-chain. And we have to make sure that even if TON started this game, we have doors open for all projects to join.
So is it fair to say then Near's chain abstraction stack, it really is like solving for, let's say, the challenges you mentioned in like the architecture of like the TON blockchain? I mean, I guess the hope here, right, is that this is tech that will enable users to seamlessly use any sort of blockchain and like meanwhile, you know, escape, I guess, like some of the setbacks. I guess, like, how would you summarize that? Like I'm on Ethereum, I'm on Arbitrum, I've played with TON, I've played with Near, I'm on Solana, I'm no longer in anything on AVAX right now or Avalanche, but like I've definitely played there. So, you know, I'm thinking for myself here, like I'm hopping between blockchains and I've got different wallets for all of these, you know, and I'm thinking like if I had one wallet, there is no doubt it absolutely solves a problem, you know, for someone like me having to continually set up a new wallet, like a different client, like a different application than, you know, what I was using before, MetaMask, Phantom, whatever. Like, I mean, if you're solving for that, like that really does enable this sort of like multi-chain future.
Yeah, and so summarizing all what you just said, HOT protocol and chain signature is a stack which remove any border between blockchains and application for final users, and this make any application blockchain agnostic. That's what's happening right now, and this open absolutely new era of user experience where any project can distribute the product to any people if they use any chain abstracted wallet like HOT wallet, and I see this narrative growing up significantly. So with your use cases in Telegram, it's extremely important because people and you and they do not familiar with this like complicated stuff. But in the next couple of years, we will see it's happening far away besides Telegram. It's going to be everywhere. Every application will really want to be chain abstracted.
If HOT protocol is successful in its mission, then all those net new users on TON who are now using HOT wallet are going to be able to enjoy using other blockchains, all the ones that you support. So it's pretty cool. I definitely see like a path to like these people trickling into other blockchain communities. I mean, all they have to do is be exposed to there being like, more appetizing yields elsewhere. Ton has some great yields there, but once you learn that you can earn whatever in stable coins or whatever with some sort of token that you think is a store of value, you're going to be willing to make moves to do that. So if it requires just a few clicks to get started, then with like a hot wallet, I think that they could urgently need using your wallet. But that said, this is probably a good place, guys, for us to close out. So I want to remind our listeners that they should learn more about HOT Protocol by going to hot-labs.org. They should follow HotDAO_. That's the Twitter X account for HOT Protocol or HOT Labs. And then we've got Peter's handle, which is P_Volnov. And all of that's in our show notes, so you can reference it. Be careful that you follow our links. Just don't want to click on the wrong ones and end up with a fake account there on Twitter X. Peter, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate getting to learn about HOT Protocol from you. We'd love to have you back in the future. Any final word for our listeners?
Join Telegram, explore crypto, have fun, open for this world of like all this application like Playground and Telegram, and of course use Hot Wallet. Be multi-chained.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're a talented founder or developer, please consider reaching out to our team at fourthrevolution.capital. And to stay up to date with future episodes, plus get expert tips, strategies, and exclusive content, subscribe to our free newsletter at the-edge.xyz.